I'm George. I'm a Greek immigrant living in Manchester, UK, working here for a number of years. And
My name is Yannis. I've been here for 25 years in Manchester. Same like George.
yeah, and today we came together, calling as a group of Greek immigrants. It is a 3 years commemoration of the tragic train collision in Greece, in Tempi, northern Greece, Tempi, where 57 passengers died. So we are here today to protest and stand in solidarity with the Greek people who at this time in Greece they come out in thousands or millions to protest for the same reason, demanding justice for Tempi and to bring out the truth of what really happened at that train collision on the 28th of February 2023. So we are gathering here today just to raise our voices against a state crime. We do believe that that was a state crime with complicity and big responsibilities of the government that has with their policies and has resulted in that train collision. That train collision, it wasn't just out of the blue. It was a result of years of austerity in Greece following the 2008 economic crisis, which actually in Greece it has never ended, against what they promised to the Greek people, that whatever they paid all these years, at some point it would better their lives. But actually it has made their lives and our lives as well worse and worse. People in Greece are struggling every day to survive, and they're getting to a point of not even feeling safe to go to work, not even feeling safe to visit their families. And that's what happened in the train collision 3 years ago. Not only that, though, we have seen since then that there has been no improvement in the state of the railways. It has been no improvement in the public transport, although people are taxed more and more, and public spending is being cut more and more towards public and common goods. Also, recently, 2 months ago, we saw in the aerial space of Greece completely collapsed for 24 hours when the radar system completely stopped. And that is another example of not only the railways but also the aerial space, the flight, the aviation industry is getting in the same direction, or actually it is. And it is worth mentioning that before the train collision at Tempi in 2023, the trade unions, the workers working in the railways, they were raising awareness, and they were saying to the government that we will have an accident anytime soon, because there was no staff, there was no communications, telecommunications, there was no signals working. The infrastructure of the railways was really bad and abandoned and neglected. The same thing is happening now with the aviation industry, where the trade unions, before the blackout of the radars, again they informed the government and the public that they are in danger, that any time something might happen. And actually we had this. It's the same policies actually in the private sector as well. Last month there was an explosion in a biscuit factory in northern Greece, where 5 women workers lost their lives. An explosion that was a result of no maintenance in the buildings, undeclared or old infrastructure, with chemical gases that they were not managed and maintained. And all this, it comes in the context of significant privatization in every sector, like public transport, education, health, and everything that actually it should be the public is paying from the taxes. And
For us, it's really important, the fact that we are immigrants, we are migrants here. We've been here in the UK for a long time. The criticism from back home is that we don't live in Greece, so we shouldn't have an opinion. But Our families, our relatives, our moms and dads are still in Greece, our friends. So we really, really care about it. And there seems to be an underlying link between corporate greed, the love of profit against, against the people's kind of welfare. And that's what happened in the Greek railway. That's what's going to happen in other industries in Greece. So everything is about profit and the greed of corporate world that has already passed into the governments. And it's a common theme across Europe, across the world, as we can see. So that is the worrying thing. That's why we're gathering today. It's not just about one event. It's about what's happening worldwide. And we want to make the world a better place, essentially.
Yeah. And just to bring that in the wider context, as Yannis said, that the Tempi, the train collision in Tempi is not any different from the collapse of the roof in the train station in Serbia last year, or six months ago in Spain, where 40 plus people lost their lives on another train collision. Like, ironically enough, the same business, the same corporate that is managing the railways in Greece, Hellenic Train, is involved in the management and maintenance in the railways in Spain. So it's no coincidence that these things are happening in this situation, in those states, under similar neoliberal policies, that they follow like the same agenda of cutting any public funding, privatizing everything, commercializing everything, making everything as a matter of money and finances, asking people to pay more and more, and resulting in actually being threatened for our life, for our existence, every day in our lives. So, and all this, the same governments that they cut all this funding from all these public services, with the excuse that they don't have money, at the same time they pledge and they invest billions and billions of euros and pounds and dollars everywhere for war preparation, for buying new military equipment, taking actively part in wars that are happening in Middle East. The Greece a week ago gave the Suda base
that's
in Crete,
South Greece,
to the US, to the NATO, to get more equipment. And today we saw the news that the US and Israel attacked Iran. So Greece is complicit and directly involved in those situations at the moment, putting the Greek people at danger, putting the Greek people in the center of all this, in the name of Greek people, because Greek people are against this. Greek people are against the war. Greek people are against the privatization. Greek people are against the neoliberal agendas, against the government of new democracy, against neoliberal governments of the past, and asking for better social services, for better health, for better education, no to war, no to imperialist invasions of other states, and no to genocidal interventions. Greece is preparing to send military service to go to Gaza. That is, direct complicity in a genocide, and we condemn this, and we're saying here today, with our protest here, that we're not gonna be part of that. We're not gonna be silenced, and we're gonna stand against it until we overthrow these policies. And as Yannis said, to bring about a better world for everyone, for Greeks, for British, for the whole working class everywhere. So
it's an international struggle, really.
It is an international struggle. Yes, it is. As someone said before, that Britain has a big experience of railway crimes, and that was the result of privatization of the railways. Accidents or crimes in factories, where workers died. So it is an international struggle, and we are part of it, and we want to be part of it.